Welcome back, everybody. My name is Blockreation, and today I have a secret elevator for you. Right here, we can already see the elevator, and if you don't see it, it's right here, around this sea lantern, and we can ride the cart down, just like this. And as you can see, this is a platform and not just a 1x1 hole. So this is what the platform looks like, and now we are back in our hidden base. We can get our armor and do stuff with it, get our diamond sword and our totem of undying. And because we want to have the secret, we can send the elevator back up, and then you can't see where the elevator goes to. But say we want that we can go back up, we just have to call the cart, just like that. And now it's coming down. It's not the fastest, but it's very cool because it can have this platform, and you can go around on this platform, and yeah. But we get transported back up, and now you can see it's back in the hidden position, and you can't really see it unless you think these pistons aren't decorative. But I see a lot of bases where pistons are decorative, and you can of course decorate this place other than this. And again, if we send it down, you can see if we would leave it like this, everyone would know where it goes and what's down there. But we can also call it, the elevator, from up here, just by pressing this button. And now the elevator is coming up again, and these are just the motors that are going to transport up the platform. And right here you can see it blends in perfectly with the surrounding area. So the way this works is we have three separate elevators right here. So this is one shaft, this is one shaft, and this is one shaft. And what these piston trains do, so these two pistons right here, is they move this slime block up and down, and we have one set down there, right there, and one set up here, and we can activate these sets with the buttons. And if we activate the upper one, it will get the slime block down. Then it's going to rest on top of here, and the platform is going to be resting down here. And if we press the up button, it's going to go back up. And these elevator shafts are not my design, but rather that from Morezys MInecraft, and I'll put his link in the description down below. But basically, these are the elevator shafts with this blinking redstone over everywhere, and the call buttons are pretty easy. They are just a line of iron doors and observers. This is just going to transmit the signal down very quickly and up too. And then you just unlock these upper pistons right here. So these pistons, and then they're going to go on and go down, and the same thing happens if you press the button down there. To build this, we're going to need a 11 by 13 area, and the height is determined by the height the elevator should go. But we're going to start by finding the middle. So this is the middle. Then going to here and counting from this block 1, 2, and 3, placing obsidian right here, and then build 3 elevator shafts. These shafts have to look like this. Then the second one has to be going just like this, and then right here. And you have to do the same thing on the other side, just like this. And these blocks have to be immovable objects or blocks, because if they weren't, the slime blocks would attach to them and the whole machine would break. But now you can bring this up as high as you want. We're going to just do this for this demonstration, but you have to get these up and running. Now we're going to find the left block of each elevator shaft and go down one block from the corner at the bottom, just like this. Then get a output from this block with a redstone comparator, and then a redstone clock, just like that. And this has to be a torch tower, so we're going to do this quickly, just like this. And this has to be as high as you want to go, so just like this. So we have to extend it until it's reached this torch. Then we can build a slab tower, just like this, in this pattern. And on these slabs, there have to be redstone on the behind slabs, just like that, and repeaters on these slabs that are going to power these pistons and in turn power the pistons. We now have to power on this block right here, just like this. And now we should see this redstone line blinking, and we have to come up to the repeater. That's the last one that blinks. Go up the step where it's still blinking, then place a 2x2 area of slabs and a comparator set with a torch on the behind on, and then just place 2 more redstone dust, and this should extend the blinking signal up to here. Now we can do that on the mirrored side too, and on this side we just have to do it one block lower. So we have to start right here and then have our first clock here. You should now have something that looks a little bit like this. And by the way, this has to cap up one block before these two on the sides, because we have extended it one block below these twos at the bottom. Then we want to place in our holding mechanism for the lower 2 pistons that are going to push the cart up again. And for this, we're just going to have redstone dust right here and a simple T flip-flop, which we're going to connect with a stick piston. So go out from here and just place in a stick piston with a redstone block on the side, and the redstone block should now be on this redstone dust and power it. We're now going to go to the top right here, and this can be also done on this side. And we're just going to do the release mechanism for the upper 2 pistons. And this is pretty simple. We just have a stick piston that is going to grab this block, which is going to unpower a sticky piston with a block of redstone right here. Then this block of redstone is going to power this dust, which is going to butt power the piston that is going to go up to here. So we are going to have a piston right here, and that is going to be butt powered. Now we can do the same thing on the other side. So go out 2 blocks, stick piston, block, another sticky piston block of redstone, redstone, and redstone. And for this, in the middle one, we don't need a extra one of those. We can just connect the redstone right here. And just if you want to replace this cap block with another block, you have to place glass or any other non-opaque block right there, so it won't butt power it from the redstone. Now we have to connect these 2 pistons with each other, so for that, just go right here and place redstone like that, and another T flip-flop just with another block of redstone, and this should be looking a little bit like this. Then we can go out with some redstone right here, and we're going to go and look. This is going to be where our pistons are going to be. So our slime block is going to be here, our other slime blocks are going to be here, and our platform is going to be right here on this level. Then we want to extend our floor, and these 3 spots have to be immovable, just like that. Then we can get our floor in, place our walls, and these buttons can be anywhere, but I want to show them in the tutorial how I made it. Then this can be the roof, just like that. And then we're going to place in our buttons. So on the right side is going to be our go up and down. So right here, this is going to be our location for the button. This is going to trigger a piston, which is going to trigger a observer, which I currently don't have on me. So we are going to grab a observer, which is going to detect the piston head. That observer is going to be powering some powered rails, and that those are going to be observed by another observer, which is going to go into the redstone for the T flip-flop. And then we want to go down here and imagine another set of pistons, so right here and right here, and these can be now inserted, so like that. And then the slime blocks are going to rest on top of here, and then our platform is going to be right here. So we again want to go out with our platform just like this, and place in walls. You can design this however you want, but I'm going to show you how I placed in the buttons, like this. And then we want to have our buttons right here and right here. And this is just going to be for activating this T flip-flop twice, so it's going to reset itself. And then we want to get our signal from here up, and for that we're going to use a ladder, or yes, a ladder. You could call it a ladder. It's a accurate description of it. But we want to have a piston out, just like that. Then our observer that is going to detect that piston. And then we want to just go up with alternating iron doors, and then observer, iron door, up to here. And once you've reached the top, you should not go all the way. So you should be anywhere right here. And then just connect these up to the T flip-flop, just like that. And now you should see that the T flip-flop gets activated twice and it returns to the state. Yes. Now we can also build in this button right here. So we're going to go. This is where the button is going to be. And then we can go down with observers and iron doors, just like we did on that side. But this time the observers have to face down, just like that. And that was a little bit too far. So now we have to just go out 1 block from there. Then another observer right here, another observer right here, and then a iron door. Maybe another observer, yes, just like that, and connect this to the downward or bottom T flip-flop, just like that. And the same thing has to be done on this side, so just a observer right here, more observers, which are going to be powered by an iron door again. And then we can connect this up. And this should trigger it twice. So once and twice. And now the last thing left to do, or one of the last things, is we have to connect all of these together. And so these are the input or the on-off switches for the whole elevator. So connect these and make sure they don't connect to the other. So these have to all be on one tick, just like this. And it's maybe a little bit boring, but it has to be done. And this is going to be our main switch, so we can just switch it on. And I accidentally already have done something stupid, but now it should be just like this. And we can now add in our last pistons, and right here, and these have to all be 1. And now we should see that if we press this button, the top ones go down and return. That was a little bit strange. We can try that again. And yes, we apparently forgot a repeater. So let's test that again. And now it should be going down to the other set of pistons and going back up. And if we press this button, the bottom set of pistons should go up. And the same thing is if we press the call buttons, just like that. Now we can get our building materials and our slime blocks. And we can try it once again. So all the buttons function. Now we can decorate the place. And some areas have to be non-movable. So these 3 columns have to be non-movable. And right here has to be non-movable. And for those who don't know, I would recommend Ferni, because they're non-movable and have a very neutral texture. But now we can build our cart, and for that we're going to go and replace these first of all. And then we have to place in a T shape, just like this, and place our slabs or whatever building block you want to use. That we have to do on both sides, just like that. And then we can place in 4 slime blocks right here with another set of slabs, and place a block right here in the corner, just like that. And now we should see that the platform moves all at once up. And yes, that was expected. We have to remove that block, by the way. And now we can go back down too. So this should happen as 1 platform, and it shouldn't act as 3 separate platforms. And you should be able to run around. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe. But anyway, that's it for today, and I hope to see you all in the next video.